Welcome back, dear children. Welcome back to the English class. So today we are going to learn Unit 3 C reading. Unit 3 C reading, the never never nest. Okay, what do you mean by hearing the title? What do you think? The never never nest. So I have written the meaning here. The never never nest is a house. Nest means a house that can never become one's own. Okay, we can't get the house as our own. Such houses we can call it as the never never nest. Okay, so here it is a comic one act play. What type of a text is it? It is a comic one act play, right? Okay. So here, these people in this story, in this one act play, we have three characters. Okay, so who are they? Jill, Jack and Aunt Jane. Okay, Jill, Jack and Aunt Jane. So Jack is the husband, Jill is the wife and Jane is their aunt. Okay, you know who is an aunt. Okay, who is an aunt? Maybe suppose your father or mother. If they have a sister, we have to call them, or they are your aunt. Okay, so they are your aunt. Okay, the sister of your father or mother, they are called your aunt. Okay, so here we have Jack, Jill and Aunt Jane. We have this, in this play we have these three characters, Jack, Jill and Aunt Jane. So this Jack and Jill, they are leading a kind of life like, what is that? Buy now, pay later. Buy now, pay later. What is that? They buy things in installments. They buy things in installments. Suppose if you want to buy an Apple phone, okay, so you can buy it now. There is a lot of what do you call the procedures right now. Okay, EMI, all these things. The same way only. You can buy them. You don't need to have the ready money with you. Either it is costing 60,000 or 1 lakh or 1,50,000. You don't need all this money to buy the Apple phone now. You can give less money and you can buy them. That means buy now, pay later. But they will be taking what? Interest. They will take a big amount of interest through you. Okay, suppose if you go and buy it readily, it may cost 60 or 90 or 1 lakh. Whereas if you buy them in installments, you will have to pay more than that. For 80, you have to pay 1 lakh. For 1 lakh, you have to pay 1,50,000. That is the disadvantage of this installment procedure. So here, this Jack and Jill, they are leading a life that is having the principle, buy now, pay later. Buy now, pay later. Okay, they have a villa. Okay, they have a small house standing on its own garden with all the facilities. Okay, what are those facilities? They have got a radio, a car, a refrigerator. Okay, all these things, and even they have a cozy living room. What do you mean by cozy? Warm and comfortable lounge. That is called a living room. They have furnitures, all radiogram, all these things they have. But all these things does not belong to them. They have bought everything in installments. Okay. So the irony or the comedy in this one act play is that they don't own anything of their own. Everything is of installment. Even the house, the very house they live in, it is of installment. That is what we have given the title, the never never nest. The house that can never becomes one own. Okay, that is what the meaning of the word or the title, the never never nest. Okay, they are living a luxurious life in that villa with all the facilities as I told you. Okay, now Aunt Jane visits them. One day, Aunt Jane visits them. Okay, she pays a visit and by seeing their life, she gets surprised. Because she knows that this Jack, he doesn't have that high salary. He is getting a meager salary, very less salary. With that money, she never thinks, the Aunt Jane never thinks that they can own a house of this kind and having all the luxurious items like what do you call, the sofa, dining table, bed, okay, a car, a piano, a radiogram, a refrigerator, all these things. Aunt Jane, it is very crystal clear for her to realize that these people can't have it. That's why she gets surprised. Okay, so they take her into the lounge. First, they take her into the lounge and shows. Okay, so this both the Jack and Jill, they takes Aunt Jane to this lounge. What is lounge? Living room. And then Aunt Jane, anyhow, she gives a reply. Okay, she says, it's charming. Charming means either delightful or attractive. She says charming. Okay, it's all charming. She gives a positive reply. Okay, now all these things they show. What are they? A car, a radiogram, a refrigerator, a table, a chair, all the furniture, etc. And then Aunt Jane surprised. Then she asked, see, I doubt, or is it that I gave you 2,000 pounds instead of 200? On a wedding day, I gifted you a check of 200 pounds. Whether was it a mistake from my side, instead of giving 200 pounds, did I pay you 2,000 pounds? Then they said, no, you gave only 200 pounds. Okay, she is the only one who is helping them. That's why she got surprised. Then they said, no, Aunt Jane, you gave us only 200 pounds. Now, how do you owe all these things? How you got all these things? Then Jack and Jill, they started explaining everything to Aunt Jane. Okay, these are all ours. So Aunt Jane, what she thought? No, they are living in a rented house. Okay, this house is of rent. Okay, they have to pay rent because they have all the luxurious things in that house. It's a villa. Okay, villa means a small house standing on its own garden. So then she asked, I suppose that you are paying a high rent. Then Jack asked, rent? We don't pay rent. Then Aunt Jane asked, then what about this house? Then Jack said, if you pay some more money, this house becomes ours. It is ours. Then Aunt Jane started realizing that they have taken everything in installments. Okay, so and here they started explaining about their life. Okay, what all things they have taken, and how do, then Aunt Jane asked, then how do you pay? How do you pay it? Okay, either you're paying it monthly or quarterly, okay, once in 4 months, or like that, that Aunt Jane started asking them. Okay, and then these two people, they were with a positive feeling. Whatever Aunt Jane asked, Aunt Jane was surprised to see their life. Why? Because she says that, according to me, I don't like to owe something from some people. Even if I take it, I will be restless. I will be restless till I pay that last penny. But how can you be so peaceful when you don't own any of these things and you are living very happily? Okay, then Jack told, why should I be Mr. Tenant when I can become Mr. Owner? Jack asked Aunt Jane, why should I be Mr. Tenant when I can become Mr. Owner? What do you mean by tenant? One who pays rent. Why? Because Aunt Jane, she misunderstood, or she was thinking that these people are living in a rented house. That's why she thought that you are having a luxurious house with all the luxurious things. Here Jack says, why should I be a Mr. Tenant when I can become Mr. Owner? And then Aunt Jane started realizing all that these people, they have taken everything in installments. And then now Aunt Jane asked the next question, you are getting very less salary, right? I think so. Or did you get any kind of increment in your salary? Then Jill, wife, said, no, Aunt Jane, as you know, he doesn't have any kind of increment. He is getting a meager salary. Then how do you manage to pay these installments? Surprisingly, what did Jack say? If they are not able to pay the money in installments, what do? They go to this, Thrift and Providence Trust Corporation. Okay, like we have many finance corporation like in India or in Telangana. Okay, anywhere you know that Muthoot Finance, Manappuram Finance. So what do? They take something valuable and they give you money. Okay, suppose if you take the gold and go to them, Muthoot Finance or Manappuram Gold, so you have to put the gold there, they will pay you the money. And after that, what do you have to do? You have to return each and every amount that you have taken from them along with the interest. Otherwise, they won't return your gold. Okay, so he was telling that, Jack told that, okay, why do we worry? Why should I become Mr. Tenant when I can be Mr. Owner? If I pay some more amount in installments, this house is ours. Okay, then Aunt Jane asked, what about the car? Which part of the car is yours? Then, in a funny manner, what did Jack say? One steering, one wheel, and 2 cylinders. You know that in European countries, the vehicles run on gas cylinders, not like here with the petrol or diesel. That's why he told that, okay, I have a car, but the car doesn't owe to me. I don't own the car now. What all things I own? Okay, I own a steering, a wheel, and 2 cylinders. The remaining of whom? The people those who have given that car in installments. Like that, they started talking. Even they asked Aunt Jane to sit on the sofa. Aunt Jane said, no, I won't sit on that because that belongs to some Mr. Sage or etc. people. Why should I sit on that sofa of Mr. Sage? Sage means what? What is the meaning of sage? A saint. We call it as a Rishi. People those are meditating in the deep forest for months and months, we can call them a sage. Okay, when they asked Aunt Jane to sit on that sofa, she said, I don't want to sit on that. Okay, why? Because that sofa does not belong to you. It belongs to some Mr. Sage. Why should I sit on that? Okay, and finally, when she was about to leave the house, again she pays them some amount. Okay, so she gives them some amount before she leaves. She gives them 10 pounds, a check of 10 pounds. Okay, then Jack says, okay, Aunt Jane, I'll come to you to see you off till the bus stop. Okay, let's go in our car. Then what did she say? I don't want to go in a car with one steering, one wheel, and 2 cylinders. What does it mean? Because the car, they paid only some amount. Okay, now the car is not their own. What we can say? That steering is theirs, one wheel is theirs, and then 2 cylinders. Then she said, how can I go in a car with one steering, one wheel, and 2 cylinders? I don't want to go. I'll go by walk. I'll go on foot. Anyhow, she handed over them a check of 10 pounds, and then Jack and Jill became very happy. Okay, so then Jack took Aunt Jane to the bus station. Okay, meanwhile, what did Jill do? Jill called the nurse. Jill called the nurse and she put that check in an envelope. She addressed to Dr. Martin and then she told the nurse to go and pay that bill, hospital bill. You know what happened? When she gave birth to a child, that hospital bill is also in pending. They didn't pay the hospital bill. So now this 10 pounds can be paid as the hospital bill. Okay, so then when Jack and Aunt Jane went to the bus stop, okay, Jack went to see of Aunt Jane. Then Jill sent that money in a cover, put it in an envelope, handed over to the nurse and tells her to go to the hospital and clear the hospital bill so that the child will be their own. Okay, that was the part of Jill. Now Jack, he has a lot of dreams. He wants to clear any of the bills and make that things as their own. After some time, Jack returns. Okay, and then Jack asks, hey, how much Aunt Jane gave? Then Jill says, it is about 10 pounds. Okay, what we have to do with that money? I have a plan, something like that. Then Jill said, I'm sorry, I don't think that we can do it. Then Jack asked, what happened? Then Jill was not ready to say. She was hesitating to say. Then Jack became angry. He started shouting at her. Then Jill started crying and said, I have paid that money to the hospital. Then Jack asked, why to hospital? Why so hospital? What is the requirement? Jack already forgot about the hospital bill and about the baby. Okay, so Jill started crying and told that if we pay at least that hospital bill, the child is ours. That is the climax or the end of that one act play, the funny one act play. So what do we understand from the lesson? What do we understand from the lesson? Okay, so it is a funny one act play. Okay, but through this funny one act play, we have got a lot of morals what we have to learn. When we want to buy something, we have to buy with ready amount, ready money. When we have the sufficient money, we have to buy things. We should not buy things in installments. Once you start buying things in installments, you will never get, always you will get into debt. You'll have to owe some money from someone. You will be in debt. You will never come out. Finally, what happened? You become despair when you don't have sufficient money. These finance corporation people or these installment people, they always come and disturb you. Not only you, the total family members. And then life become a problem with full of problems. And finally, what do? We end up our life. Okay, so here Aunt Jane, she is a good lady who teaches them a moral, a good lesson, saying that you should never take things in installments. What all money you have, you try to live accordingly. Okay, she gives a good teaching and then she gives some money and go. Okay, so what we have to learn from this lesson? We have to live, we should not live like a spendthrift. Spendthrift means spending money unnecessarily. Okay, we have to always have a calculation. What we earn, we have to live according to that. There are people who have a meager earning, but their life is so luxurious. Okay, so it should not be like that. Once we start like that, our life will become never peaceful. Never it becomes peaceful, always there will be problems. Okay, so once again, the glossaries, the never-neverness means a house that can never becomes one's own. Second one, lounge, living room. Villa, a small house standing on its own garden. Charming, delightful or attractive. Cozy, warm and comfortable. And then modestly, humbly. Okay, so go through the video, dear children, and read the lesson. Try to understand them. Thank you.